Long time no see. What's happening? Okay. You are watching Guitar Quackery Live, and this is the announcement I just posted on the Guitar Quackery Instagram account for this live stream with a link to click on. You see here? And, well, yeah, let me do this like that. And then it takes you to the live stream. Now look at that. We got some feedback. Loop-de-doop. Right. So, you're watching Guitar Quackery live. Yeah. Are you watching? No one's watching yet, but you will be watching. And I'm turning off this thing. No more customers coming today. Oh, we have one audience. One person watching. Who are you? All right, we're doing something interesting. Let me show you. Here we are. This is it. So this is it. The neck of the guitar is here. And we're doing a neck reset. Well, we're doing part of the neck reset procedure right now. And it's about time that I finish this guitar. This guitar's been in the shop for a long time. Last time I was doing a live stream. I did this, okay? Glued in these shims, maple, hard maple shims, okay? So how did I do it? Well, I don't want to talk about it anymore because there's a whole live stream that documented the whole, thing. And now we're here, and the body is over there. So we are going to need the body, and we are going to need the neck. We need both to do the part of the neck reset procedure that we need to do today. So this has been one of those projects that I keep, wanting to work on, and somehow, there's work keeps coming in, and I just can't get myself to. I can't find the time to work on it, but and I hope that the customer doesn't hate me, or by now. So where's the body? The body is here. It is his guitar valuable, as in, well, it is a Martin HD-28 to begin with, but also valuable in a sense that there's a sentimental value, which is why I take care of it with a humidifier while it's in storage. Yeah, I can actually keep this here. It's kind of dryish here right now. It's in the 30% humidity range in this space here. So, yeah, we need to figure out how to put this neck back on the body. So, in this case, we are not changing the angle of the neck at all. What we are doing is we are reseating the neck because it was kind of coming loose. So it's a simpler neck reset than some neck resets tend to be. Okay? So we're going to have to do some flossing as well, because we do have a little gap here. So we need to remove, so we have a little gap here. So we need to remove some, so the gap is here. We need to remove some material here. But it's also not seated all the way just yet, which is the way we want it to be right now. And there's a bigger gap on this side than on this side of the fingerboard extension. And I don't have any frets on the fingerboard extension yet. I did refret it. I resurfaced the fingerboard. And I hope this is good. I mean, it's wiggly right now. Okay. I just need to mentally focus on this work right now, okay? Because I'm thinking through this job as we speak. So this is articulating paper, dental articulating paper. I'll show you in a minute. We need this tool. We might, well, we are going to have to change the sandpaper on it at some point. What else do we need for now? Okay. I think we're good. I have a semi-announcement. Well, I have a few announcements. Dr. Sean Barnes-Bay says, good evening and hello. Hello to you. Did you change your username? It didn't say base before, right? Okay, we got 3 viewers. So I got some announcements, important ones. Well, every announcement is important. So for those of you watching and often watching, following whatever Guitar Quackery Live, these live streams, you might have noticed that there were no live streams, for like some time now. Last one. Okay, I just got a text message from a potential partner, right? That's one of the announcements. Let me get back to her. What time do you want to get there? What time do you want to get there? No, that's wrong. That works. What time do you want to get there? No, she's coming to me. You could come at 10:30 a.m., as we just discussed, period. BTW, I'm doing a live stream as we speak, period. You can watch, period. Okay, let me copy the link. She's good. She used to work at Gibson, and she's a luthier. And on paste, I'll tell you. I'll give you her Instagram as well. Okay, and we're gonna fix her Instagram because her Instagram account isn't good as it could be. So that's okay. So that's one of the announcements. That was not the announcement that I wanted to make first. So let's get back to this. But so the announcements. Okay. FretLab Pro, the software. Check out fretlab.pro, not .com, but .pro. Fret like frets, guitar frets. Lab like laboratory. Fretlab.pro. Okay. It's gonna change the way that guitars are diagnosed and more, as in more, a lot more, not a little bit more, but a lot more. Okay. So one of our viewers, Dr. Kevin Hausen, reached out to me last year and asked if I could send to him some of the 3D scans that I'm, capturing here. And I said, of course, yeah, no problem. Just tell me what you want. I'll send you anything you want. And I did. So then, make a long story short, we kind of became friends, and we never met in person, but we have Zoom these days. But he started sending back to me some amazing cross sections of the 3D scans, and I was like blown away. And we talked about it, and he kind of explained to me how he does it. Using Excel, and I don't know. I don't know how to do it, but he kind of explained. And then he said, oh, if I had more time, I'd build a piece of software that would just do it automatically. I was like, okay, I don't know what to say, you know. And then he started building software. And the first time he showed me what the software could do, I was just blown away. I mean, honestly, blown away. And then we kind of decided, okay, let's develop this thing. I mean, he decided, you know, that he would have time to do this because he's a retired research scientist from Boeing. So not just somebody off the street, you know, very high credentials. And so he's an astronomer. And I don't quite understand how, so I got to ask him. I don't want to tell you wrong. But it is my understanding that Boeing also has an astronomy department, right? They work with NASA and all that. So maybe that, but I'm saying maybe. I don't really know for sure. I'll ask. But yeah, so he worked for Boeing for many, many years and decades. That's my understanding. And he's also a guitar player. So he's a guitar enthusiast. And he is subscribed to the Guitar Quackery channels, like anyone should be that plays guitar. And that, you know, one thing led to another. And now we have this amazing collaboration happening. Really amazing. Hold your thoughts. I need to find something here. And I'm holding my thoughts as well. Okay. Maybe this, huh? So, so we have this amazing, that's not really what I was looking for. We have this amazing collaboration happening now. Maybe this. Hold on, where's my whole supply of those? So yeah, so he's amazing, and he does amazing work. And now we already have a piece of software that does more than I am letting the public know. Like right now, I can only tell you a little bit, which is that it automatically measures everything on the guitar. Boom, it just does that. And then you just read off the measurements. It generates a set of strings. So you can scan the guitar with or without strings. If you scan it with the strings, you can remove the strings in the 3D scan before you prepare the file for the FretLab Pro application. And then you can generate a set of strings to replace those that you've scanned with a 3D scanner. Or you can scan the guitar without strings on, and same thing, generate a set of strings. And those strings, generated ones, are used to take the measurements, right? Like action height and also the height of the nut. So it can do a tap test automatically and take all the measurements, and that's it. So this is as much as I can tell you for now. And it does a lot more than that already, a lot. But it has a string generator and it has an analyzer, okay? And it also, so when you scan a guitar, anything with the 3D scanner, it's kind of in this 3D space, in a 3D coordinate system, you know, that's like virtual space, and it's not registered to anything. It's not in good orientation. So what the software does automatically is you just click one button and it just puts this XYZ precisely the way that you couldn't do it better by hand. Let me put it this way. You couldn't do it better by manual adjustments. And the software just does it. You just click one button. And if you want to do any kind of manual tweaks to that, you can. But I never found, you know, the reason to do it. I tried many files, 3D files already. Okay, so Dr. Kevin Hausen is the developer, and I am the beta tester, also the collaborator in a sense that I supply 3D scans of guitars and guitar parts, especially guitars that have issues, such as a twisted neck, you know, which we recently worked on together, and also we talk about how. Oh, I can't tell you that because that would give away what else the software can do, but okay, so I can't tell you too much, but yeah. So follow that. So that's fretlab.pro. That's the website, right? And you see some images. Okay, second announcement. There is a Guitar Quackery forum right now, new thing. Okay, I started this on January 6th because I was having some issues with some other guitar forums, which I don't really want to talk bad about them, whatever. Bad experience for me. And I just realized, you know, why am I wasting my time on those forums? And then I'm treated in a certain way by moderators while adding value to their platforms. So I said, okay, delete all of my posts, and you know, let's just go our separate ways. So that's what we did. I guess they deleted all my posts. I never went back, and I just started my own forum. So the Guitar Quackery forum, which is called Guitar Quackery Forum, and you just go to guitarquackery.forum. Simple. So you can sign up for the, you know, forum membership, which is free. And I do give free advice on the forum as much as time permits. And that's it. What else? Okay, I have a newsletter now. So with Dr. Kevin, I supplied some free 3D scans so that he could, you know, tinker. That's what he told me he wanted to do, just kind of check them out, you know. But now I kind of changed that policy because I need to think of promoting the Guitar Quackery social media efforts. So now if you want free 3D scans, you know, it's going to be through a newsletter. So you can still get them, but it's not by request. So I'll be showing what 3D software can do in YouTube videos, and then every time I do that, those scans will be available as free downloads for newsletter subscribers. Okay. And last announcement, potential, okay, this is not a done deal, collaborator, which she just texted me. Like I told you, so she worked at Gibson, and she also worked in Nashville for a, or with or for, I don't know, I got to get this story straight, a builder, a luthier, and she is a luthier, so by my definition, someone who can make raw pieces of wood, cut them up, carve them, and make a guitar. So not a builder in a sense like Fender Custom Shop has what they call master builders, where they're not building, they're just assembling, right? And then they build, that's what they say, a guitar. Yeah, but they don't, you know, cut the wood. They're just glorified technicians, you know, whatever. So, but anyway, so to me, a builder is someone who can just go to the lumber yard, buy some wood, and make a guitar. So she can do that. I've seen on her Instagram, and yeah. So we you know, there's a good chance we might work together because I want to get back into building, and I think I need a partner. I've always been wanting to have a partner, and somehow we met, and I think you know, there's a good chance that it'll work. Let's see. I don't promise anything. Okay, back to this project. This is daunting. Okay, so we have this, and where did I put the articulating paper? This is it. Okay, so this is used in dental by dentists when they make a new filling. They take this paper and they say, okay, bite. Okay, and then they see, so it marks off the high spots. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I got thumbs up. Okay, Tuesday, I will see you at your location. Okay, no problem. Cool. All right, so yeah, guys, I think, you know, I've been announcing on this channel that I really want to get back into building. I think now it's gonna start happening. Okay, because I can't do it on my own. It's impossible. All right, so the articulating paper. Okay, so now you know what this is, and let's see how we can use it here. I've used it before, but it's not something that I do every day, right? So let me focus on this work now. Okay, so I might go silent a little bit here because I really need to focus on this. Okay, another message. And yeah, so like I said, I might go silent a little bit. I need to focus. So this is the articulating paper right there. And we're just going to put one here. Yeah, I need to take this off. And let's go to autofocus, manual focus now. Okay. You know what? Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking. So we are going to put the neck here. So there was a smaller gap on one side, slightly smaller, which means there was a bigger gap on the other side. Or does the gap change depending on and you know, as I'm sure you know if you've watched Guitar Quackery live in the past, meaning this channel, I use this channel to charge by the hour. Oh yeah, so the bigger gap is on this side. So what does this mean? This means that it's twisted in this direction, which means, let me think, if it's twisted, so this means there's something pushing here. So we want to take down this little corner here first. Okay, and now we want to mark off. So here, the spot or spots. I put the articulating paper here, you can see it. Okay, so now let's remove it. Let's have a look. Interesting. Not where I thought I would see a mark. Very interesting. So now, you see, that's why you can't just start shaving blindly. Let me see on the other side. What does it show? Okay, so we have a little spot here we need to remove. You see? So this is a high spot. So what am I going to do now? Well, I'll take my homemade tool and I will remove this spot. And whenever we do this kind of shaving, okay, we can do this, right? So I don't want to hug the touch the entire surface. Like I want to kind of tilt it like this a little bit. See that? Okay. Now this is like filing the string slots on a nut, right? A little bit, then we got to try again. So I'm going to remove the articulating paper now because I just want to feel it, how it fits. And I hope my shims are thick enough because if not, then I got to remove them and or maybe glue another, set on top. I don't know. You can layer them. That's fine. It becomes a laminate. So, okay. So let's put the articulating paper back here. Okay. Just like a dentist. And now let me show you. That's what we see this time. That's blue, right? From the articulating paper. So this has got to go, right? Now there's a spot here, blue. I don't know what that is. It kind of bothers me that it's there. Okay. So I don't know what happened. It doesn't make sense, right? So. All right. There's a little more blue left here. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, I think you know, I mean, it depends if you are new to this channel. I use this channel to be able to charge by the hour and let the customers see for themselves how many hours I'm spending. So because this customer has been so patient and all, I'm not even going to charge him by the hour, but I'm still doing the live streams because yeah, so it's the right thing to do in this case. Okay, so now I'm putting the articulating paper on the other side, right there. Okay, tilting the guitar like this a little bit, and let's see what it marks off on the other side. Gotta make sure not to push it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so So interesting. Yeah, we see this. So, well, I just gotta do what the ink tells me to do. Does this make sense? A high spot here. Oh, this is how it is. So let's just do what it says. Who am I to contradict science? Okay, so look, I just made up this system. So yeah, we need to all the way to the top, right? We need to sand it down all the way to the top. Now this is, what I'm doing now is hard to explain, but I'm putting more pressure here than on the back. And you need to keep cleaning this, because if it gets clogged up like this, then it doesn't work, right? All right. We have a little bit of glue squeeze out here, which I want to just smooth out. So yeah, services have been in high demand, and it's just difficult to do all these reconstructions, and you know, I work by myself. But anyway, yeah. So if I do end up with a partner, things will change, right? So I look forward to the possibility. Let's see. What have we here? Oh, look at that. See? Well, that's why we use the articulating paper, so that we know where we have the high spots. I might need to change this sandpaper soon. This is a dovetail joint, right, Martin? Okay. And you got to make sure you don't leave dust here, right? Anywhere. Yeah, all this. There's a little bit of glue squeeze out as well. This has got to go. Okay. So the articulating paper is of a certain thickness, right? So you also need to periodically check how it fits and feel how it fits. Okay, I couldn't lift the guitar just yet. Without the articulating paper, inserted. So I can feel that it grips. Okay, so let me explain this. So right now I'm feeling, how should I explain this? So this is the center line of the neck heel, that if I twist like this, I can feel that it does this, which means I have a tighter grip here and it's kind of loose here, right? Does that make sense? So I need to focus on removing material from here and here and leave this alone for now. Okay. So there's a little ink here, which it just picked up the ink from here. And now I'm going to put the articulating paper on the other side, on the base side of the guitar. And mark off the high spot on the base side. So when I do this, I am now hugging the treble side of the heel, and just the bass side on the bass, right? The bass side of the guitar, bass, treble bass, comes into contact, and I push it. And now I don't want to wiggle it because I don't want to get a false marking, right? And I remove it, and I see pretty much what I thought I was going to see, which is a mark right here, which I can show you here. So, like that. And now I can see that this is the high spot, but not here, right? So that this is important information here. So I don't want to be scraping this. I just want to be scraping this, which is why I'm going to do this. I want to see where I'm removing material. So I am touching this a little bit, but I'm mostly removing material here. I could protect it a little bit with tape, or in this case with this. So this is making an uneven surface for now, technically speaking, right? But we are going to even it out at the end, hopefully. And you know, kids, there's always a chance that I messed this up, but this is why I used hide glue for the shims. I mean, there's always a chance that I mess it up and I need to remove the shims and make new ones. That's just how it is. Okay. So let me try to fit it without the articulating paper. Can I lift the guitar now? No, I can't, right? So it's not anywhere near being good yet. And I still have that corner. So it's picking up the ink from here. obviously. All right, so let's do some more. Filing or sanding, right? So I had some ink here, and I already removed it, as you can see. Now, unfortunately, I also see that I started removing material from here, and I really didn't want to do that. So hopefully we have enough left for a good fit at the end. I don't know. We'll know one day. Okay, so now, well, let me try to dry fit it first. Oh, that's already better. Look at that. Can I lift the guitar like this? Well, this is a carpet, so if it falls, it's fine. Oh, no, I can't. Not yet. But it's getting better, right? So again, I'm going to put the articulating paper here all the way to the top edge. And now, all right, so this was trying to explain before. I am sliding the neck by touching the treble side of the heel and then coming into contact with the bass side without sliding against the articulating paper. And I just want to push. Okay. And check this out. All right. That's what we're going to do. I'm too old for this. So, so it is like filing the knot a little bit at a time, and if you file it too low, well, good luck making another one. Better luck next time. So this isn't the only guitar here that's in for a neck reset. I have another guitar, also a Martin. Is it a D-28? I can't remember now. But yeah, and the other one is in for also more work than just a neck reset. So this one was also refretted. Also needs a new knot and all that. It was in real bad shape. The other one's going to have to be refretted, but we're going to do a compression refret on the other one. That's interesting. Okay, let's try to dry fit it without the paper. Okay, let's try to lift it. So like this it works, but will I lift like this? I don't think so. No. About this? No. So with a good dry fit, you should be able to put the strings on the guitar without even gluing the neck. That's not easy to achieve. but I've done it before a couple of times. So my first neck reset was on a Martin guitar. It kind of needs to be on a Martin guitar, because on other guitars you have other issues to deal with because of the way the neck joints are made on these other guitars. To be honest with you, I'm a little worried that the shims might be too thin. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so we have this, and that's not good. And if that's the case, we have two options: either remove the shims and make new ones, or just glue another set of shims on top of these, which is fine. But if we need to remove them, I would just soak them with water. They would come off even without any heat, because I used hide glue. Okay. I think this is getting clogged up a little bit. And the shims are maple shims. So if you ever do a neck reset on a mahogany neck like this, don't try to use mahogany shims. It's not about matching the wood grain, it's just using the right wood. You can't make mahogany veneer that's going to be as strong as maple veneer. So if we remove a bunch of wood and it starts to feel loose in the neck joint, then the shims are, too thin, unfortunately. Let's see how much space we have. Oh, yep. No good. So the fingerboard extension is almost touching. And we don't have, I can't lift the guitar yet. I mean, I can lift it like this, but not like that. Like that. I can tilt, but not, I can't lift it quite like that just yet. Nope. All right, let me do one more pass with the articulating paper. And I think I might end it here, because it seems like the shims are not thick enough. Okay. Interesting. It's just here. Okay. It is what it is. So TJ Thompson and Patrick DeBoer are a couple of luthiers that are known for this type of work on Martin guitars. I don't really want to do neck resets. So those aren't the kind of jobs that really pay the bills. You can never really charge for every hour you spend on this. But you can definitely charge for every hour you spend on doing, I don't know, like a nut install or setups. You know. I can still see a little bit of ink. And you can see I'm kind of lifting it here. I'm kind of easing the pressure here, and I'm putting a lot of pressure here. So you need to find ways of controlling where you put pressure. And you can see from this file as well that that's exactly what's happening. So it was removing a lot of material here. Okay, not here, but you know, I was using it like this, right, at an angle. So it wasn't removing material on the bottom, because this file wasn't even touching this part. So little by little, and I just have a feeling that the shims are, you know, not thick enough. They're too thin. Yeah, you don't want dust, because that throws you off. And yeah, and there's no more gap. There's still a little gap under the fingerboard extension. Oh, and the paper was here. So without the paper, let me see. Okay, the neck is loose. So, kids, I'm gonna have to make another set of shims. And I told you at the beginning that's, you know, always a possibility. It sucks, but, you know, it's the life of a repair technician. No one forced me to do this. So now I'm going to, so because I was pushing here more and here on this side more, right? Like, so now the surface is actually a little bit uneven, right? So I want to even out the surface, because we are going to glue another set of shims on top of these. So that way we actually create a laminate, and as I think you know, laminates are strong, right? So that's not going to be a weak, mechanically weak joint. This looks good, but now it's going to be completely loose. And although it's nice and flat, or it will be in a few seconds, it's not I know it's not at the right angle against the adjacent side of the joint, what's it called, dovetail joint. So, but we do need to flatten the surface completely. So what I'll do is I'll make another set of these shims. I might or might not do a live stream of me making the shims. I don't know. I already made a live stream making these. Okay, that's fine. It's paper thin, I can tell. Yeah, there's no need to remove the shim. We can just layer another one on top. But I still see that it's a little bit uneven because there's a little articulating ink there. So and let me do this. Okay, this also will tell me how even it is against the surface of the file, whatever you want to call this tool. So a little bit uneven, but I'm making it completely flat. And for the other set of shims, we are also going to use hide glue. Just a little more. I still see pencil marks here in this corner. Very nice and smooth and flat. All right. Let me see the other side. So I'll put this here for now so that I can turn this around. And I'm going to just make sure the other side is also flat and kind of match the thickness, right? Obviously. Something is getting plugged up here. So now when we test the neck joint, it'll be very loose. We already know that, right? That's not going to be a surprise. I received a comment on the Univox base project that we were live streaming here. I made extendos for that base. Some Google News. And I received a comment that the strings are good, you don't need extendos. And I'm like thinking, man, you just watched the video. I clearly show that the silk part of the string, which is also thinner than the playable part of the string, you know, goes across the saddle. You don't want that, right? And he said that his luthier of 40 years experience was shaking his head at what he was seeing me do. And that there was another experienced bass player. So the three of them were shaking their heads. I say, well, what did you see? Anyway, so I need to respond to that comment and be nice. But it's amazing how you can show the same thing to a group of people and everyone sees something different. Same video, so not even a different perspective, right? Same two-dimensional video recording. And they hear the same sound. I don't know if they blink at the wrong time, maybe. You know, you don't see with your eyes, you see with your brain. The brain actually fills in the gaps. This is why you never see your eyes closed when you blink. The brain edits that out. So that's why you can show the same video to a bunch of different people and everyone's going to see something different. Yeah. Never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, so this is going to be a loose joint now, and that's right now intentional. So judging from the pattern here, I think it's all good right now, flat, nice and flat. So we can continue with this project because I want to do some flossing. What is flossing? Well, you know, when you pull the paper like this. So what grit is this? Let me think. This is going to work better unless I do have this brand in another grit. Just where did I put it? Could be here, but it isn't. Here, no. Bear with me. I have drawers here I'm looking through. I'm too old for this. Oh, here's a P90 template. But I don't think I can use this one because I need it for another project that we are going to be live streaming. Let me put it back in the drawer. I think I already checked. Okay. And now I'm looking for that sandpaper. So I have a really small space, and things are piled up on top of each other. And I could swear that I saw what I'm looking for recently, and I can't see it. But I think it's somewhere around here. Where'd I put it? Is it here buried? Nah. So I have this dispenser with, I think, 5 grits of this kind of paper. And I can't find that. I know it's here. I know it's here. I don't see what grits I have available. And I know it's very unprofessional that I walk out of the shot during a live stream, but I need to find it. It's gonna be buried all the way somewhere, right? I have a feeling. 1, 2. Let me check the audio. Okay, you can hear me now. Too hot, right? It goes into the red. So these things, right? So they have internal batteries. And when they die, they, I guess, just die. And you got to throw it away. But so there's no, no way to open this, I guess. Can you hear me now? Only 2 people watching. Yeah, battery's dead. And this was fully charged before the live stream. How do you open this thing? Let's see. So during a live stream, not so long ago, I fixed this light. Okay, it's also, a thing with an internal battery. And now I need to fix this. I need to find what kind of battery is inside, because it's completely empty, but it was fully charged. And I have a feeling that you need to remove this plate. You know what? Wireless Pro. Rode Wireless Pro. So how to change the battery. I'm going to Google that. I'm not gonna, this is expensive. Let me see. How to change. Rode Wireless Pro. Let's see how to open this damn thing. You don't change the battery in Rode Wireless Pro. It uses internal rechargeability and batteries, so you recharge them. Yeah, I know that. But when they die, you need to change them. Battery replacement.
G'day possums, welcome back to the lab. This unit does not power up whatsoever. Bring the whole set up. As usual, my favourite toy, the Bosch heat gun.
Heat gun.
Heating the top of the Rode Wireless Go 2 hit it up under the microscope, and just going to exploit the right side here. I'm just going to try and get the thin edge in. Dig in a little bit. Just a matter of getting that tool underneath, under the pried edge, and just run our little tool around.
Okay, I get the idea. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Heat gun. Say they make it so that most people will just buy a new one. But we're not gonna buy a new one, we're just gonna change the battery. Okay. Alright. So this, we have this. Huh. No way. I don't know. So this goes in here. But I want it to go in this direction. God damn it. So there are two versions of this. The version that he's showing here is the previous version, the older version, the Wireless Go 2. And this is the Go Pro. I mean, the Wireless Pro. Wireless Go 2. Go 2 microphone, battery replace, Go 2. How to change, replace, roll. You see, they're all changing on the previous model. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And we'll see what happens. So this, I guess let me put this neck away now first. Now, like I said, we're gonna clamp it. So how long was I streaming without the sound, approximately? Let me know. And we're back, yeah. Dr. Steve Cassidy says, yeah, hello, doctor. How long was it muted? Okay. So check out Dr. Steve Cassidy. He's got 2 channels. So sorry, doctor, this is not much of a promotion. I only got 3 people watching. One of them already knows about you. It's you. But yeah, check out his channels. Steve Cassidy, guitar, or Casa de Guitar. Casa with 1 S. It's a play on Cassidy guitar. Casa de Guitar. That's the live streaming channel. Where's the cover for this? I'll find it later. Okay. So, kids, let's get some tools out. And we have this. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got this. We might use. We got, now this is for mixing epoxy. We got this thing. And maybe these things. That's about it. Not this. Oh, and these things can be used. These aren't guitar picks. And what is this? Demagnetizer, right? I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. So where's the road? Here. See, I knew this was going to happen one day. So this thing is glued onto the shell. And we'll soften the glue. We want it to be warm, hot. But we don't want to start distorting the, because I'm sure this is acrylic, right? So it can take some heat. So I could use it plugged in, but the thing is that these batteries, they start to swell up on the inside. It becomes a fire hazard. And these things are designed to fail. It's called built-in obsolescence, something like that. Henry Ford invented it, right? Let's see if we can get in and start lifting. It's not thin enough, right? What about this? Might be better, right? Nah. We need more heat. I hate these things. Oh, Dr. Steve Cassidy is still up at night in Europe. Wow. You are developing bad habits, like me. So the other day, the other night, or the other morning, whatever, I only slept like 3 hours and 40 something minutes, I think. I don't want to stay here too late. Oh, wow, it's hot. Should be good, right? Now, no one is showing how to open this one. Like I said, they show the old model, and I'm just assuming that this model must be similar because I don't see any screws. So that's the thing, they don't put any screws because they want you to buy a new one. And it's going in this direction. What the hell is that? Is this the shape of it? Is there even a space to put this in? me use a slightly bigger feeler gauge, thicker one. Maybe this one. I'm not feeling it at all. What the hell? Am I bending this? Yeah. I mean, I don't even think that there's a gap underneath this. I think this is really made to fail so that you can't replace it. Nothing is happening. I'm just bending my feeler gauge. But I need this thing, right, for the live streams. So now I'm using this microphone. Well, this is different. I think this might be too loud. And this battery is going to be impossible to change as well. Alright, I don't even have an audience anyway. Okay, since I no longer have an audience, I'm going to stop it here and say good night. Okay, kids, good night.